All right, Randy. I'm gonna give you a little bit better update, just a little bit better picture too, just to kind of tell you what do I want done. What was like what I showed you. It's not really what I want done. It's kind of how this should be. And if you look, like I said, there's the furnace. If you think about it, we're looking at the furnace right here. If we was this way, it should be just like that. Going past them returns, there's the return on the right here. That's the furnace place. The return should be going straight up and down because of the way that thing is. It's just for maximum flow. This one should be that way. You could even put, doesn't really matter if it's a piece just like this, but you could even put this one just coming right into here, and then this one right here, they start coming right into that one like he's done, but at an angle, doing it like this, having a more of an angle to, a curve in order to, actually move the current, not like this. So you remember, there's my pole, there's the steps that way, here's the plenum. Alright, so he's got the air coming this way and going straight up, hitting this huge box, more or less on the top of the box, then having to spread out and then go up into here, up into the living room one, and then throughout the whole house. The flow is not good. Just the way that this was, and I sent you the picture of how it looked. They had the circle over them, over on that side. These two are supposed to meet together. Just like this piece is right here, that's how this one should have done. Came right on over, met with this one, done a step down. This one would have had a step down, and they both would have met at the same height with this right here. And then they could have came right on over with this, just right on into the furnace, just like the return is. So, and the other thing with the return is this. Here's the return. This is what I want done right too. If you got an angle going at this type of a ductwork, that's like this, and has to be sucked evenly. It has to be sucked evenly because of the curves coming down into a point right here. It's better that it sucks evenly because right here, as you see, it's just going to right up there. So it's kind of sucking this stuff instead of being right in the middle. So yes, it needs to be moved back a hair. This doesn't need to be here. Bring this around. Bring this one around with that return piece going right up into here. It's and then going in right up into here. My ductwork never had a hole in it. My vent, never had a hole in it. They had to caulk this stuff severely because he didn't have his drill saw with him. And this side right here, they made such a big hole, they couldn't even caulk it. They had to keep taping it and everything, and they didn't even tape it right. The tape is just like moves. This whole thing moves. If that's above and beyond Randy or right, no, there's a way to do a furnace. It's not just you just put it in and oh well. The way this setup is not making the flow correct at all to get the heat right. I'm not getting heat all the way down at that bedroom, and I'm definitely not getting any heat in this bedroom, and it's not because I need a smaller vent or anything. It's because this thing is not hooked up right. It should have never been hooked up right. And that's not my fault for y'all not doing it or whatever's on the quote or anything. I thought you looking at both of them, you would have figured out too, could have went right on up into there or them. And they, like I said, they didn't even want to, when they came here and looked at it, they were like, oh my gosh, this was not what was in the picture. We don't even have enough material. Then they even called later in the day to get more material, and they couldn't get that. Some people couldn't come out and this and that. But like I said, yes, that is a better design. Being at an angle like that is not that good. Being like that is better. With it being curved, and being like that is good too. That's how the flow should be, and that's pretty much how it came. It's not my fault that y'all didn't like come down here and like really look at it and figure it out with some text or something. And that's what they even told me. Do you know how many times customers, and we've even complained to the bosses and stuff that, it would be better if we came one time with a salesman or something to come and look at it to see exactly what we need and everything, and we just don't have everything we need, but we're going to make it work. Okay. Yeah, you can make anything work. And like I said, this part's leaking, it's above and beyond. Randy would have been doing this. They would have said, well, dang man, your basement's going to be freezing. It's cold down here. Let's put a return duct off the return too, so that way it'll start sucking all this cold air in. You got the one heat vent coming. Let's add like another heat or something back here, or something just off of it or something, just to kind of give you some more heat or something around here. Take one, see if we can find something that would have been above and beyond. But sitting there leaving installation not even right. And like I said, I had to go back outside because there was still light coming in here, and I had to push it all in. But installation isn't even really packed in there right. Up all around it and stuff. This is not supposed to be like that. They cut my damper out. You asked me why. I want a new damper. I want it done correctly so it comes out like it's supposed to, and to go right into here. Makes much more sense, and it's for maximum flow. That's how you have to do these homes, for maximum flow, because they do have such long things and everything, long duct work on them. But if you see, they're all rounded. They're all done like that, They're all even, it's all rounded, They make, it's all rounded everywhere. So it's not like these people didn't know what they were doing. It's supposed to be connected right. That's not right. If you think that's above and beyond and it's right, okay, but I don't, Randy. So I'm not satisfied at all. And I remember you telling me when you came here, believe me, it's going to be done right. And, we're not happy until you're satisfied. Well, I'm not satisfied. And now you're getting on me kind of and saying, what do I want? Because y'all done went above and beyond. It's a furnace job. That was, you got paid $49.50 for. You didn't go above and beyond, and you gave me the free ticket. Yeah, I'll give you the free coupon back if you wanted to get it done right. I'm not worrying about the coupon. I want it done right. I want the thing done correctly. This should be meeting with this one, just like on the other side. This thing should be meeting with this, a step down. This didn't have to come like this, because it's going to have a step down anyway, so you would have had to do it and just bring this even more over to here, do the step down, another step down for this one, just like on that side. Them two would have met, and then brought them right on out. It would have been, and to tell you the truth, that's like what, saying this side's actually over a little bit more. So it would have had to come over a little more. So this side would have gotten the less heat, and this side would have gotten more heat, which would have been perfect because it's going to all the living rooms and everything else and stuff like that. But yeah, above and beyond would have been like, well, dang, you got something, you got a air return right here. Let's go on ahead and like make you like a return thing or something to kind of get some of this cold air out of here, you know, or something. That's above and beyond. This is leaking. You know, they didn't tape that, you know, for the heat. They did a, you know, decent job for what they did, but I don't believe above and beyond. And if my heat's not working in the bedroom at all, it's like 50 something degrees in there. And the heat in the other rooms, like it's even colder in that room. So I'm not complaining about some of the work they did and everything. You know, I think that even the other guy, Brendan did a good job. You know, I'm not complaining about this, you know, but this should be at a straight up and down thing. Then he would have been able to bring it, even if you would have had to do like a little bitty curve and brought it down to meet right here, just a little bitty curve. But that would have been it. You know, it wouldn't have been all like this, so to force it so differently, you know, you might, you know, I don't know if you know, but it does matter with the way this thing gets sucked for the return. That's what, you know, dude was telling me, it gets mattered how that type of return works, how the way this type of return gets sucked. You know, everything's rounded out. You know, look at that. Everything's rounded and correct for maximum flow, except for this thing. You know. Come on. I'm not trying to nitpick you but I want it done right and properly for maximum flow and everything. It's a $5,000 job, Randy, for real, man. You know, I just would like it done right. And to me, that's not done right. It's just done. It's definitely not above and beyond neither. I'm sorry.